was having some problems with this game, but I seem to have fixed it now, and now the game runs very smoothly. I've even added some shaders, which look really nice, so now I can actually start having fun in this game, which would be nice. Just gotta get the chat open. There we go. Okay. What killer do I want to do? Could do the knight. Let's do the knight. Got a lot of those. What add-on do I want here? What's the point in that if I could just do broken? Alright, let's do that. Alright.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about funny little brains. There's a little professional boxer named Ryan Garcia that's been in the news lately, and it's kind of got me thinking about something. And if you know Ryan Garcia, there's a video floating around of him breaking into his ex's house, harassing her, and basically destroying the house, everything around it, whatever. It doesn't feel like anything that's extremely new. I mean, he's like a pretty big controversial character talking about Bohemian Grove, the elite, all kinds of weird stuff. Just doesn't seem mentally all there, is what I would say. He's been on a downward spiral recently, and things don't seem to be getting better. He's been making irrational claims on social media and interviews about witnessing disturbing acts by powerful elites, and he got arrested for causing $15,000 worth of property damage at a Beverly Hills hotel. In some interviews, he's appeared confused or had difficulty recalling information about his career or even his personal life. He was banned for the World Boxing Council for tweets on July 4th, and finally, we had the latest events with his ex. Now, a lot of this could be, you know, people could say drugs, people could say alcohol, and even Ryan himself said that he was going to rehab for such things. But I think maybe, just maybe, it made me think of this, is that Ryan could be experiencing some forms of CTE. I don't know for sure. I don't want to say for sure because CTE requires a post-mortem examination, but I've been wanting to talk about CTE because I think it's fascinating, and it's insane some of the cases that have come out of people actually having it. You just don't know, and especially because we didn't know CTE was even a thing until like 10 years ago, which is insane. So I just want to talk about some of the most disturbing cases found from CTE. CTE, or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, is a brain disease that develops over time as a result of repeated head trauma. Bang, 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 bang. This trauma triggers the buildup of tau protein, which slowly spreads throughout the brain, killing brain cells. The distribution of tau in CTE typically follows a unique pattern, affecting the frontal and temporal lobes, which are areas of the brain involved in decision-making, impulse control, and emotional regulation. And the most common cause of people getting CTE is contact sports. And we're talking about football, boxing, wrestling, hockey, rugby, MMA, and I guess soccer. They get soccer from faking getting hit and then doing that. That's how they get the CTE. Oh, I hit my head doing the front flip. But it's not just athletes who get CTE. No, no, no. Being a military veteran also increases the odds of getting CTE from repeated blast and explosion exposure. The shock waves rattle your brain around in a similar way like you were hit in the head playing a sport. And in short, if you repeatedly get blows to your head over and over again, then you are likely to develop CTE. You know, and I'm sure that there's a lot of different cases of it, but I'm talking about people who it is part of their normal, regular regular routine of getting bashed around, having their heads scrambled. Your brain no likey.
You think headbanging causes CTE?
I will never criminalize headbanging to that extent. I would say moshing probably does and getting hit like that, but I don't know. Do you think when you do that, do you think your brain is so...
At the concert, I could feel my brain rattling around, moving.
I don't think I've ever experienced that before when headbanging. Interesting. If you could feel your brain moving in your head?
A little bit.
You got a lot of empty space in your head, my guy. It is generally a slow disease with symptoms that don't appear until later in life, but the first symptoms that do appear are mood and behavioral changes in your 20s and 30s. Impulsiveness, aggression, and depression are the most common symptoms of CTE. From here, the symptoms get progressively worse and are comparable to symptoms of dementia. That's fucking crazy. At first, you're just a little more irritable, and then after a while, yeah, you just start forgetting shit. It's like a weird curse that just plagues you over time. Because you could just wake up one day and you're like, why can't I remember this or that? And then especially with the emotional regulation, you're just like, you get more irritable or upset that you can't remember things. It's just a fucking downward spiral.
Well, there's a correlation too, because it's like going back to the Ryan Garcia thing, it could be like CTEs causing drug abuse, because it's like you can't deal with your emotions.
Yeah, you can't like fucking get the puzzle right in your head.
Love these
so
cute
you
times.
turn to
Love
things
them.
that'll help you escape for a bit. Drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. Your brain tissue begins to deteriorate and slowly you become a completely different person. Which I don't know if anybody's ever had a grandparent or something go through dementia, but it's like one of the scariest things of all time.
That's one of my many nightmares.
You are going to get dementia. If you said you went to a concert and you felt your brain move, you physically felt your brain moving around, how do I fucking know you don't already have CTE? He's gonna kill us. We're gonna show up one day and he's gonna shoot us in the chest. It's gonna be fun. There are 4 stages to CTE. Stage 1, short-term memory loss, mild aggression, depression, and headaches. Stage 2, short-term memory loss, severe depression, outburst, and mood swings. Stage 3, short-term memory loss, aggression, apathy, lack of spatial awareness, and executive dysfunction. Stage 4, short-term memory loss, paranoia, difficulty with language, and even muscle movement. Wow, so you're like, I can't even like move my fucking arm right. Some other symptoms include tremors and rigidity, similar to Parkinson's disease, confusion, and self-harm ideation, and just general self-harm in general. Again, there is no way to confirm if a patient has CTE without a brain, just general self-harm in general. Again, there is no way to confirm if a patient has CTE without a brain autopsy posthumously. Post-mortem, which is just, how the do we not get the technology there? Is there even a way to reverse CTE?
No, I don't think so.
So yeah, it's like if you got it, you're just like, oh, hey, it's just a ticking time bomb right now.
It's similar to like Alzheimer's in the sense that I don't know what the protein is, but plaque forms for Alzheimer's and there's no way to reverse it.
That's even fucking worse. Almost actually, never mind. Just figure it out when I'm dead. That'd be a fucking nightmare. Hey, you have it. Sorry, your brain's gonna turn to goop. And you're like, sounds good. But here is the history of CTE. It's pretty fascinating. I really, it always baffles me how long it takes to actually find out that this is a thing. The earliest descriptions of what we now call CTE can be traced back to the 1920s. Dr. Harrison Martland coined the term punch drunk to describe a syndrome observed in boxers who exhibited cognitive and motor impairment after repeated blows to the head. Punch Drunk Love. Great movie. In 2002, after 77 years of research, Dr. Bennett Amalu published the first evidence of CTE in an American football player, former Pittsburgh Steelers Mike Webster. After retiring, Webster exhibited severe cognitive and behavioral issues, including memory loss, depression, and erratic behavior. He also struggled with homelessness and financial difficulties. Dr. Amalu requested an autopsy and upon examination of the brain, discovered the presence of tau protein deposits. It was the first hard evidence that playing football could cause permanent brain damage. However, his findings were met with considerable backlash, particularly from the NFL and other stockholders who invested in the sport. They argued that his study had flaws and lacked scientific rigor. This professional pushback was part of the broader effort to undermine his credibility and maintain the NFL stance that football was not inherently dangerous.
Can't lose money.
We can't lose that sweet dollar. Even in the
Okay, let's see if I can get the Night Adept done. Well, that's a good spawn. Break that from me, bitch. Stomp, 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 stomp. Break that from me, will ya? Get her! Got her! Where's everyone else? Here we go. Gotcha. What gen pods? Oh, now. Gotcha. I gotcha, Bosh. What? So you really have to like, okay, I see. That's fine, pal. Let's get you on this here. Damn it. Lost that gen, huh? What can you do? Gotcha. It's funny. Nowhere to hide is a good perk, and it's good on the night. I mean, but it's not good on the night, in my opinion. I think like, why would I want to kick a gen myself when I can have my guards do it? You know, why would I do that? You know what? Can you just stand here? can't do it right away anymore. Interesting. Never can get away when you go to this loop. Okay. There's someone on that. See, why would I want to kick the gem myself? Now I'm chasing this guy. Fuck nowhere to hide. Who needs it? Who needs it? Oh, it's the other one. Gotcha. Hello, welcome to the stream. No. Why not? She's in that room? That's still in there, right? Get you. I'm gonna get you. I got you. Dude, that boy's still on hook. Better take him to this hook then. Hello. Sorry. Well, didn't want to tunnel you, but I'm gonna have to. Oh, perfect, right where I want to be. That's good. So what do we got? We got these three. Not the best. That'll get him. Run, run, run. As fast as you can. happened there? Just stopped. We got 2 on the trail for 3. Whoa, what's happening? What the hell was that about? Everyone loves the night. Oh, we gotta find a hatch. Never mind, we found her. We gotta hope she doesn't get the hatch, is what we gotta hope. Hopefully this will waste some of her time. I hope I didn't just hear the hatch there. Hey, yeah, there we go. We got it. Oh wow, it really was right here. I did hear it. Whew, close one. Good game, good game. Never anyone on Epic, is there? Alright. Hello, welcome to the stream. What killer? I'll do Xenomorph, I guess. Rapid Brutality, that's gonna be a fun one to use. What's the one that... Start the timer, it's gonna be a while. I thought there was... Turrets... What's the other one? Vault speed and crawler mode. That one's shit. No. No. That'll be interesting. Generators in 60 minutes, millimeters of a turret. Intensity of the ores determined by the previous. Maybe it's just probably a map 2 where turrets are not easy to deploy. If I recall. So that should be interesting. Alright, now we just wait 15 minutes for the frickin' thing to get into a game. That's good. Why did I choose to stream at this time of day? I don't know.
1990s, the NFL published studies that concussions were not a significant issue towards players' health. Just get a couple of them. I tell you what's fucking horrifying is here, and I think I've said this multiple times. I met Trent Green, who was the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was like this giant man. I was like, you know, like just a kid. Ooh. And they had like these little red plastic footballs, and you could have him sign it. And he could like barely grab the thing. And I think I said something like, "You're an awesome quarterback," to him like that. "You're an awesome quarterback," and he did. Like barely said anything, and he had a person there. He's like, "Okay, thank you," and it moved me along. And at the time, I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's fucking wasted," you know? Because I'm like, this guy's fucking been sipping a little something. I think even like my parents thought the same thing because you just had no idea. But no, I mean, the motherfucker had like 4 concussions in his. I forgot. Put up how many concussions Trent Green had before he retired. It was a lot. I mean, and it was like every year you're just like, "You're gonna put that motherfucker back out there? Okay, all right." Despite the backlash, Dr. Amaldo continued his research and advocacy, publishing additional studies that confirmed the presence of CTE in other former athletes. The CLF co-founder, Dr. Chris Nowinski, began reaching out to the families of former...
Did I even start this web yet? I didn't. That's fine. Let's watch the Maury for the scene. Very nice. That killed a few seconds.
NFL players and other athletes who had recently passed away to arrange brain donations to the world's first athlete brain bank. That's fucking tight. Dr. Chris Nowinski sounds like a fucking like Transylvanian doctor or something like that. "Do you mind if we dig up your husband and grab his brain? For research purposes, of course." They just slam the door in his face. Wait!
Do you think they made players cards of their brains?
Dude, if the fucking brain bank made actual cards that you could open, like packs of cards, and you got like a picture of their brain, how sick would that be? Do it, Tops. Don't be a pussy, Tops. Run it. Through donations made from the families of deceased athletes and veterans, they have studied over 1,300 beautiful, beautiful brains. We need more brains. I mean, there's no such thing as too many brains, but still, 1,300 brains is pretty sick. It wasn't until 2016 that the NFL acknowledged a link between American football players and being diagnosed with CTE. 2016. That is insane. 8 years. 8 years ago, they're just like, okay, fine. Football players might be able to get CTE. Maybe. The stockholders like, oh God, okay.
And no one cares. Football.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a put them out there. That's the thing too, is like no one gives a shit. They're just gonna be like, of course, they're slammed into you. I don't give a if I was getting paid that much, I wouldn't care if I got CTE. Is what they'd say. This came after a season in which the NFL players sustained at least 271 concussions. One season, almost a crisp 300. This led to a number of lawsuits involving thousands of players suing the NFL over head injuries. The NFL reached a $765 million settlement to compensate affected players and fund medical research. The league also implemented new concussion protocols and rule changes aimed at reducing head impacts. They're like, hey, by the way, it's gonna you get a 5-yard penalty if you hit the fucking guy in the head. The coaches are just like, take him out, hit him as hard as you can. Which now I want to go into some of the notable cases of CTE because it's an interesting horror story, a real life horror story of people whose brains basically just mentally deteriorated into soup and did some crazy, crazy dark shit. And we'll start off with Aaron Hernandez, who signed to the New England Patriots as a tight end in 2010 and quickly established himself as a key player for the Patriots, which I don't know if you remember that. Are you a big football guy at all?
We watched that documentary.
No, man, were you back then? Have you?
No.
Oh, man. Aaron Hernandez, Gronkowski, and fucking Tom Brady together, or especially just Tom Brady and Aaron Hernandez, disgusting, like so good. Aaron Hernandez was fucking amazing.
Did you say Baby Gronk?
Baby Gronk doo-doo. Despite his success on the field, Hernandez's off-field behavior remained problematic. His involvement with violent incidents and connections with gang-related activities raised concerns, though these were often overshadowed by his athletic achievements. The turning point in Hernandez's life came in June of 2013, when he was arrested and charged with the murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player. Lloyd was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiancée, Cheyenne Jenkins. Lloyd's body was discovered in an industrial park near Hernandez's home. Surveillance footage, text message, and witness testimonies placed him at the crime scene. And Hernandez's behavior around the time of the murder was
That's funny. I'll tell you who's gonna disappear. The people playing this game when these queue times don't ever get improved. Plus all the glitches and bugs. Oh, speaking of, there we go. Pit is live. Is he now? I played that person before. They seem familiar. But let's ready up. Try to get into this game. Very well then. I'm sure Jesus Christ loves Dead by Daylight. He brought me to RPD. Well, if I get RPD, I get RPD, but I'm not a dislike of RPD. I know it well enough. It's not going to be as good for Hatch and Gate. Might have to slug ya if it comes to that. Alright, let's do this. Adept on a killer I'm not very good with. Didn't stop me on any of the other ones. Someone DCing because of both RPD and Midwich offerings. Please don't make me queue again. Someone DC'd. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. The stream's going well. Gotta get one of those. Oh, it actually did go. Of course I didn't get my map, but figure it out, I guess. How do I want that one? Gotcha. Got someone over here. Gotcha. Oh, dang it. Oh, you gave me the pallet. Nice. This is a lot easier on freaking PC. Oh, look at the accuracy. Oh, it's so beautiful. Of course you did. Where do we got a hook? Wanna try again? See you later. that. I'll head back up here to get that other injured person. Bye-bye. Get out of here. Don't make me tunnel you. Is that what you want? You want it? Fine. I gave you a chance to leave. I'm not gonna just give you an unhook for free. Sorry, pal. Hello there. I gotcha. Hey, I'll play any killer. I'll play anyone, man. Gotta get all these adepts done, and you know, some are more fun than others, but it won't stop me. Get out of here. Where did you go? Oh, I missed you. Oh yeah, my friend, he also made the alien. I've learned a few things from him. I used to really hate this killer because I played on PS4, but now that I'm on PC, thanks to cross progression, and it's not as... Certain killers like him and Nemesis, they're not as bad for me as they used to be, which is nice. You are really getting some distance. What? What do you mean? Forget you. Dang it. Well, if you're gonna blind me anyway. Oh, thank you for that. PS5, yeah, I would have liked to get a PS5 at some point, but I just didn't have the money for it. But now that I'm on PC, it also doesn't really matter. Interesting. You got a turret over here then. Where's the turret? That guy's gonna be a bit ratty. It's gonna be a while before I can get him, I think. I want to get this person. I mean, hey, just yesterday I was having so many problems. Apparently I needed to update my driver. Thankfully that was all it was, but you know, I was making this rant and rave that people always complain about, or people always say, like, you know, PC better than console and all that, right? And sure, it's true, but you know, at least the nice thing about a console is you spend $500 and then for 8 years you can play games and it's cool and you don't have to do anything. And a PC you spend $4,000 friggin' dollars. Oh no, you spend $3,000 and you still have problems. It's like, oh well, you didn't spend $4,000, you know, so you're still gonna not be able to fully play your game. It's just so, PC is just such a problem, such a hassle, and so expensive to try to do shit on. You know? You've been avoiding me. There we go. Remember, you all brought me to this map. My favorite map. That one's still progressing. Yeah. Thankfully, I came into some money earlier this year, so you know, I did upgrade my PC to like all the best parts. The only thing I didn't change on it really was the processor, and I thought, and I was told by the experts, like Best Buy, oh, you won't need to change the processor, that's fine, right? Hold on. And I was hoping that would be true. I mean, now that I updated my driver, the game does seem to be a lot better. So hopefully that is true, but it's just like, man. Where did that put me? Oh, over here. No, you want to die? I'm gonna save you for later. I need to get an adept here. I lost where they went. Yeah, I mean, no, here's the classic PC scenario. This happens to me all the time. You have an issue with something. Google's the solution. This solution worked for me, doesn't work for you. And if it didn't work, try solution B. That worked for me, doesn't work for you. And then you try like 15 solutions, and then finally the very last solution that you ever tried that you had to Google like for 10 fucking hours is the one that finally works, and it's some ridiculously stupid solution, you know. Oh, very nice. Dang it. I'm entering crawler mode. Interesting. What do you mean? I really don't know how to judge the distances with this killer, I gotta say. On Survivor, my main is Leon. But I'm also working on Nia. Nia was my original main. There you are. That Survivor wasted a lot of my time. Oh, what did we find here? If you want to die so bad, I'll kill you. Go this way. Yes. I should have known that was gonna happen. Why does that not hit you? I don't want to do this, but I don't like the idea of looking for hatch on this map, and so I'm gonna have to slug. And I think I know where this person will be. Oh, I know exactly where you are. You just ratted yourself out entirely. Come on. Come on. Must have went that way. There you are. Should not have done that that boon, pal. Why doesn't it hit them? Alright. Okay. As long as I can find this one person, we're Gucci. There you are. Thank you. Sorry guys, gotta get these adepts done. Wait, that hook is there? Okay. And that's another adept in the basket. Don't crawl away. I got a hook for yous. Hopefully I made you proud as a Xeno main with my performance there. Tail attack. Thank you. We're getting close to getting all of these adepts done. There's a few I have left. I might have to check which ones. I know Legion's one of them. Good game, guys. Good. Is anyone even on PC? No. You know what's been weird is You think there's so many PC players, and when I used to play PlayStation, there was always a PlayStation player usually there. And I saw a lot of this. Now that I'm on PC, I rarely see full PC lobbies. I rarely see like everyone on PC. It's weird. Gotta see who do I still have to do. Okay, I need Legion, Blight, Trickster, and Twins, and Dredge. Is that it? That's it. Legion. Okay, you know what? Hey, you want to pick one of these guys? I'll play them. I got to do Legion, Blight, Trickster, Twins, or the Dredge. If you want to pick any of those guys. Did I finish all the? I have this one left. Look in the basement. Whoever I want. Legion, Blight, Trickster. I wouldn't mind doing the Blight, just because I'm not that great with him. Oops, the Blight. Alright, what do I want for him? Buff duration for 20% with each consecutive rush. Yeah, we'll do that. Initial rush speed by 5%. Is that good? Initial rush duration by 5 seconds. It's all initial rush though. Where's the one with the slam? Where's the one that shows the auras? Is that really a green? Oh wow. Yeah, compound 21, let's do that one. I just released a video I've been working on today for quite a while. It was an a cappella cover of a classic video game horror song. So that'll be nice to see how that does. And now we wait the 15 minutes queue time for this. Maybe next time I stream I'll get one of those, like, I'll get a game that I can play in the meantime. Yeah, I used that. There were people saying that that was broken and you can use it multiple times, but I didn't see that. Yeah, DVD vids, they've not been doing too well for me right now. I don't know why. I got a couple that have got some views, but most of them not very much. It's such a cool skin.
Increasingly erratic. Reports indicated he was paranoid, believing his phones were bugged and that he was being followed. His actions suggested a man grappling with severe psychological issues, possibly exacerbated by substance abuse and a history of head trauma with his football career. In April of 2015, Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without possibility of parole. Hernandez's behavior in prison continued to be erratic and unpredictable. He was involved in multiple altercations with other inmates and prison guards. He displayed extreme mood swings, ranging from bouts of aggression to periods of deep depression. His mental state deteriorated, raising concerns among those close to him and prison staff. On April 19, 2017, Aaron Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell at the Sousa Baranowski Correctional Center in Lancaster, Massachusetts. He left 3 handwritten notes next to a Bible in the cell,
How long have you been playing
addressed to his
DVD
fiancée,
for?
his daughter, and his lawyer. Reports mentioned Hernandez had drawn several symbols on the wall of his cell in blood. These included references to the Illuminati and a pyramid with an eye. He also wrote John 3:16 on his forehead, a verse from the Bible which states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life."
Do you think he thought he was going to come back to life after that?
I don't know. I think it's just more symbolic, and I think John 3:16 is just
Wow,
a very
you're an
popular
OG.
Bible verse. He was also
I've
implicated
been
in the
playing since
2012
mid
double
2020 when
homicide
the
in
Pyramid had
Boston,
released.
although he was acquitted of those
I've been
charges
watching
in
the
April
game
2017.
since like
His death
the
occurred
beta.
just days after he was acquitted
certain
in the
YouTubers
double
I watch,
homicide
but
case, leading
yeah.
to speculation about his mental state and motivations. After Hernandez's death, his brain was examined by researchers at Boston University who diagnosed him with severe CTE. The extent of CTE in his brain was unprecedented for someone his age. So, I mean, he was not the oldest guy, but his brain was just, I mean, mean, unbelievable. I mean, you can see it in the photos of it or whatever evidence they have. It's pretty fucking unbelievable. It's a fucking shame, man. Especially, I feel like it's one of those things too where your brain starts to deteriorate and then you just start giving into all these impulses or whatever, like the gang activity. Why would you do that if you have an NFL contract? Why would you risk that? You're not concerned with the outcomes, but it's like such a petty little pleasure to get out of that. I don't know. Next up, we have Jovan Belcher. He was signed on as a linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2009. Belcher and his wife Perkins had a tumultuous relationship, marred by frequent arguments.
Let's watch the blights, Maury, while we wait. Nice thing they added this on the CD. Oh boy, these queue times. Hello, welcome to the stream. Trying to do a depth
Arguments
blight
and allegations
right
of infidelity. Friends and family noted that the couple often quarreled over minor issues, and their fights had become more intense. Perkins had reportedly considered leaving Belcher due to his behavior, but the birth of their daughter Zoe seemed to offer a temporary reprieve.
getting close
However,
to
the
getting
stress
into
of
the
the new
queue here.
parenthood and unresolved conflicts continued to strain their relationship. Belcher exhibited increasing paranoia, believing that people were out to get him. He expressed concerns about being followed and suspected that his phone was being tapped. That's like an ongoing theme. Like the paranoia of like somebody's listening to me, somebody's following me. Why do you think that's always a repetitive theme? If you think that someone's like following you, do you think it's just like people? It's the idea that's like malicious.
5
like someone
killer
is trying
depths
to-
left.
Oh, you know what?
And then when that's done, I still have to do.
But it might be
There's still
because
another
it's below.
achievement where you have to get 5 mercilesses using 3 universal perks. And then when that's done, at least I can stop having to use very specifically outlined perks and can actually just play the game. Man, it's gonna take a long time to do all these achievements. It's the only thing you don't get when you do cross
Is
progression.
like
You got to
the
do all the
image
achievements
that
again. At
maybe
least when you go from
can't
console to
read people's
PC.
Faces.
Oh,
You might think they're
interesting.
Which is
suspicious
fair.
or something. Like they might look at you.
Yeah, you can't read people's like body posture or like.
Like I have I had this game at one point pretty like 100%ed. I have every tome. Every single tome is complete. Just the current one to do. I had every achievement as well, but not anymore.
Because your frontal lobe, like you're saying, yeah, you're able to see like, oh, that person's generally happy, whatever. So
I
now
thought
you,
I found
you
it
can
kind of
see- you can
fun
drive by somebody and
because
you're
you
like,
know,
what were they?
rather
what was
than just
that?
simply
now
just
you're
playing the
confused
game,
by
I'm like,
everybody?
well, you know,
Also, your
these
anxiety
objectives. I could
goes
try to
up
do them.
too. So I'm wondering if it's just like that's just a side effect of the anxiety. You're so anxious, you just think like everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if you think everybody's out to get you, that just has to be a direct thing. He became more agitated and short-tempered, often lashing out verbally and showing
I've been
signs
working
of
at the
extreme stress.
Survivor
Friends noticed
Adepts
that
as
he would
well.
drink heavily, which sometimes
If anyone plays Survivor, here's a just guaranteed way to get an escape, especially if you're going for like Adepts. What you do is you just bring the hatch offering to bring the hatch to Shack, and then most likely, because if you can think in the mind of a killer, if you're the last one alive, you go to the exit gate that's the farthest from Shack. When the hatch spawns, the killer's going to likely remember that the hatch is at Shack, and if they don't, they'll still find it there. But they'll close the hatch at Shack, and then they'll be like, well, they probably wanted that hatch, they brought the offering, right? So they're gonna go to the gate closest to Shack, thinking that's where you're gonna go next. But by doing that, when you do a gate strat like that, it's a 50-50, and if they go to the wrong gate first, you get out. So what that will do is you put the killer farthest away from you, they're at the wrong gate, by the time they get to your gate, you're already gone. And if you want a 100% guarantee escape, you bring a key as well. Because once you brought a key, they usually don't even remember you had a key, and then you just basically go back to the Shack and get out. So, you know, it's how I've been doing all the Survivor Adepts. Alright, we get Midwich this time. That should help. Had a couple of these games end with just like the craziest 4-minute nonsense slugfest ever. I don't know why. Nice. You're like my friend. You play Xeno and Steve. My friend literally just P100 as Steve. He's a David and Steve guy. His other killers was originally demo, and then now he also did the unknown. Okay. Break that. Break that. What'd you get rid of already? Well, at least I have blood fever still. That's nice. Did you think I didn't see you? What is happening? Alright, you want to die, I guess. That's fine. Thanks. I don't know why I went this way, but I did. Am I even gonna make this hook? What is happening? Meant to do something else, but whatever. I hit ya. If I had blight rushes right now, you would be in trouble. Oh, yeah. This is why I run Midwich. This is right here. Sorry. Gotta break those other doors though. At least that one for now. Gotcha. Ah, they're a bot now, huh? Alright. That's fine. It's fine, fine, fine. Is anyone getting that up? This is a different person that's killing themselves. I'm not even doing nothing. I'm just blight. That's it. Calm down. Calm your tits. What the hell? But hey, you want to give me a free win? I'll take it. I don't care. I don't even think I've seen the Michaela yet. They might be the only one trying to actually play. Well, I guess the other Michaela. There you are, though. I'm gonna have to kill this person because they're the only ones actually trying. You're probably just gonna get a hatch then. So, on a hook you go, please. There you go. Ah. So many killers are just so much better on PC, it's crazy. to me they're just like almost unplayable if not on PC. Did I just... I swear I just heard footsteps. Oh, no way, they actually are. They're still just AFK right there. That's awesome. Ha! Thanks. Glad I left you for last. That's an easy adept right there. See, that's the funny thing. Some killers, you just play as that killer. It doesn't even matter if you're good. People are just like, well, I'm not playing this game. He's that guy. Scar Merchant, Blight, Nurse. I'll take it. Works for me. Indeed, easy win. That's 4 left now. This person had literally nothing. Okay. Didn't get a basement hook, but what's next? I got, who was it? Legion, Trickster, Twins, Dredge. Legion, Trickster, Twins, Dredge. I'm gonna do Dredge because I think I've tried Dredge a few times and I keep losing. So I'm gonna see if I can get it done this time. Maybe I don't need this one. Maybe. Wait. Where's the starts and nightfall? I don't know. Nightfall start. What else could I bring? I'll just do this nightfall oriented thing. Alright, now the most fun part, the queue time. Yee.
To further arguments with Perkins, and on December 1st, 2012, Belcher and Perkins had a heated argument at their home in Kansas City. The fight escalated rapidly, fueled by Belcher's intoxication and ongoing tension. Perkins was reportedly trying to calm Belcher down, but his agitation only grew. And around 7:50 a.m., Belcher shot Perkins multiple times in the master bedroom. Their 3-month-old daughter Zoe was reportedly in the house at the time, but was unharmed. Thank God. When you hear about that stuff, it's like always the ugh. After the shooting, Belchers reportedly kissed Perkins and apologized to her. This act of remorse indicated a moment of clarity amid his violent outburst. It's fucking tragically sad, good God. After killing Perkins, Belcher drove approximately 5 miles to the Kansas City Chiefs training facility. He parked his car and entered the facility, where he encountered General Manager Scott Pioli in the parking lot. Belcher explained to Pioli what he had done, expressing regret for his actions. He thanked Pioli for all he had done for him and asked him to take care of his daughter. Pioli, and along with 2 other coaches, attempted to calm Belcher and talk him down. Despite their efforts, Belcher remained resolute in his decision. And at approximately 8 a.m., police sirens approached. Belcher knelt behind a vehicle, made the sign of the cross, and shot himself in the head in front of 3 chief officials. Emergency services arrived shortly after, but it was too late to save Belcher. His death was pronounced at the scene. It's always hard to say too with these things.
Well, like with all these queue times, let's watch this dude's Mori. Alright, that ate up 10 seconds.
Things with like drugs and alcohol playing factors and having like ongoing tension already. The CTE always just feels like the missing link of like that's the thing to push people over that edge, over that hurdle to not be able to come back. Because I feel like a lot of people, it's like you get separated and you're like, I'm just gonna move on, or you can go to counseling, do whatever, but how the can you when your brain is just literally rotting inside your head? If you have no actual way of controlling yourself, it's just like Yeah. Next, we have Philip Adams. In 2010, Adams was drafted by the San Francisco 49ers. His professional career spanned 6 seasons, during which he played for multiple teams, including the New England Patriots, the Seattle Seahawks, Oakland Raiders, New York Jets, and the Atlanta Falcons. While Adams showed flashes of talent and versatility as a cornerback, his career was marred by injuries, including multiple concussions, which ultimately hindered his ability to secure a long-term position with any of the teams he joined. The repeated head trauma he sustained during his career likely contributed to his mental health struggles. Friends and family members noted changes in his behavior over the years, describing him as increasingly paranoid, agitated, and withdrawn. And on April 7, 2021, tragedy struck in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Philip Adams embarked on a violent rampage that would end in the death of 6 people, including 2 children. The victims included Dr. Robert Leslie, a well-respected local physician, his wife Barbara, their grandchildren Ada and Noah, who were 9 and 5 respectively, and 2 HVAC technicians, James Lewis and Robert Shook, who were working at the Leslie residence. At approximately 4:45 p.m., Philip Adams arrives at the home of Dr. Robert Leslie. Adams forcibly entered Leslie's home, where he opens fire, killing Dr. Leslie, his wife Barbara, and their grandchildren. Outside the home, 2 HVAC technicians, James Lewis and Robert Shook, are working. Adams shoots both men. Lewis is killed at the scene, while Shook, despite being critically wounded, manages to make a desperate call for help. Police arrive at the Leslie residence. They find Dr. Leslie, his wife, and their 2 grandchildren dead inside the home. Outside, they find James Lewis dead and Robert Shook critically injured, but still alive. Police track Adams to his parents' home, which is located nearby. They surround the house and attempt to negotiate with him. Despite attempts to negotiate and de-escalate the situation, Adam remains inside, refusing to surrender. A single gunshot is heard from inside the house.
Have you been having a lot of problems with the game, like a lot of people are right now? The game's in a pretty sorry state at the moment. I know I played on PS4, it was pretty bad, but I know PS5 is probably a little bit better. Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out. Have a good day, man.
Officers quickly enter the residence and find Philip Adams dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The standoff ends with Adams taking his own life, and an autopsy was conducted afterwards and concluded that Adams had CTE. I mean, we didn't go into. I'm confused of like why he chose these people.
It's just random. Literally, he would just like.
So he was just like, oh, this is just a close by house. So it was just all random. So almost every single person, which regardless, it's horrible. But to have it be so uncalculated, and to have it be so, it makes the HVAC workers. You have a grandparents with their grandkids there, and it was just like, you're just unlucky today. It's just fucking absolutely tragic. And especially too, what's crazy too is I would like to think in a world that these people, if they could see themselves before their brain was just completely rotted, you would hope to think that they would never come to that conclusion. You know what I mean? In a way, I feel sympathetic for the people who have CTE as well, who do these horrible things, because that's like all you're going to be known for as well forever. And you did a horrible thing, and obviously the victims you have the most sympathy for, but in a way I also feel bad for people who they did a thing that they loved and then they get transformed into a fucking monster. But lastly, I want to talk about probably the most notorious one, which is Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit was a Canadian professional wrestler known for his technical prowess and intense in-ring style, which if you were in the 90s for wrestling, you fucking know Chris Benoit. I mean, he was like a superstar. 90s, early 2000s, crazy popular. Over his career, Benoit earned a reputation. Reputation as one of the most respected and skilled performers in professional wrestling. However, behind the scenes, Benoit struggled with various issues, including injuries, substance abuse, and mental health problems. Benoit sustained numerous injuries throughout his career, including repeated concussions. He was also known to use steroids and other substances, which may have exacerbated the mental problems that he already had. Friends and colleagues noticed changes in Benoit's behavior over the years. They also noted that Benoit had become increasingly isolated. He distanced himself from other wrestlers and even from close friends. He often stayed at home and avoided social interactions, which which was a marked change from his earlier, more sociable personality. Benoit developed a deep-seated distrust of those around him, and he was suspicious of people's intentions, believing that others were out to get him or harm his career. This paranoia extended to his personal relationships as well, causing strain and conflict. Benoit's mood swings became more pronounced and unpredictable, as he would alternate between periods of deep depression and intense anger.
Alright. It's like I think my third attempt to try to do a Dredge Adept. Let's see if I can get it this time. Maybe I should just start off by opening a locker to use Darkness Revealed. That'd probably be a good choice. So we got someone over there. Okay. Heading this way. Gotcha. Ha ha ha. Should have went to the locker, damn it. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. These guys know what they're doing. I'm just gonna take care of a lot of pallets. It's gonna be the plan here. Didn't even get a single down in Nightfall mode. They also pre-lock every locker, which is interesting. Well, no one saves you here. Why would you pre-lock every locker? That is so bad of a strategy. Alright. Make it easy for me, why not? Where did you go? You're in here, huh? Hello, friends. Why'd I do that? I meant to do this. You can't actually do that. You know what? Fine. I'm in a chase with you. Do it again. Seriously, game? These people are so rats. I might have to actually just tunnel someone this game. These people are too ratty. They are too fucking ratty. Sorry, you're gonna have to die. I cannot get any luck with this fucking killer. How? Alright, I lose. Congrats, I lose. You got me. I lose. At least you're an idiot. Really? You know what? This is fucking bullshit. No hooks nearby at all. I'm not letting you finish that fucking gen. Why couldn't I see that fucking hook? Nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense. These guys are so bad. Why am I losing to this? This is fucking retarded. No, you don't use the Siptic. Why didn't I see this hook if it was right here? That cost me the entire friggin' game. What a joke. I cannot play this killer. I literally can't play him. Possible chance I can do this still. Congrats, good for you. That was why I didn't even see that he had that. that was. You know, you would think the map with the million lockers would be a better map for this killer, but apparently not. No one escaped? Oh, that's just what it's called. I see. I think I'm gonna end the stream there. I'm gonna take a break, make some food. Thanks to anyone who came and watched the stream. Everyone, have a good day and a good weekend.